Welcome one and all to the Bone Crusher Show. Atlanta Braves, spring training, Boston Red Sox. It's finally here, back to baseball. We're in a break here, joining a little late, but we'll get you the score and see what's going on here in just a moment. Got some new features going on. You can see the dual cameras, virtually the exact same angle. So yeah, what's that about? All right, we'll get you a score here in a couple minutes. The scoreboard already off to a rough start. There it goes. So we have and that scoreboard may be way behind. So what has everyone been up to? We'll wait for everyone to get here so they can answer that question. All right, we'll have our first inning of play-by-play reaction of the year right after this. All right, back to Boston. We are in the top of the second. Atlanta will be batting. This is at Boston. Perez is your pitcher. A few folks in the stands today. Mostly empty seats at JetBlue Park. And there's a called strike 0-1 to Philip Irvin. Philip's trying to make the team. Upstairs 1-1. JetBlue, isn't that the airplanes that went into the Everglades? Chopper foul. Let's take a moment to check our stats. Our settings, that is. Okay, setting confirmation looks good. And we'll do an audio check. Oh, yeah, rock and rolling. Spring break here in the Panhandle, and it's getting noisy. The 1-2 pitch, strikeout for Perez. One away. Irvin with a big swing on the 1-2 count. So when you're behind 1-2, got to play a little small ball, but he's probably just excited to be up here and playing. Shot at getting on the team. Swing and a miss, 0-1. William Contreras is the batter. I think he was a minor league star. Fouls that off 0-2. Here in our preseason play-by-play opening reaction show. Another strikeout. Caught looking. Maybe I should switch cameras or move them around. The pitch. Just outside. Adrianza is batting Ehire Adrianza. He goes the other way, and that is going to fall in for a single. A new year of learning how to pronounce some new names. You know, we're seeing a lot of guys here, like the last batter had 44 games, you know, a cup of coffee basically. There is a strike. Ryan Goins batted .322 in AAA last season. Yeah, we should probably switch these cameras around. You did it, you did it, you did it, you did it. And there is a, oh, is that just fouled down the third base line? Lucky break for Boston there. Very close. One-two pitch upstairs. Swing and a miss on the 2-2. Perez strikes out the side. That scoreboard with some major latency. Okay, I think we got the cameras. I think we'll go something like that. So we are in a break. 0-0 is the score. Okay, making up for some latency. We're back. At JetBlue Park, a lovely facility. What can we do to get that browser to update the scoreboard? Nothing. All right, Boston has a runner on first, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that will strike him out. Anderson gets out of that jam. But Boston did have a solo home run in the bottom of the second. So they'll have a 1-0 lead as we go to the third. Braves batting next. And we're back at JetBlue Park. Boston leading 1-0, top of the third. The Braves have left 3 on base. And Perez still pitching for Boston. He struck out the side in the second. And we're going to get a look now at Ronald Acuna Jr. He takes that one just a little bit high. Good eye. 46 games last year, batted 250, 14 home runs. And he takes a pitch right down the pipe there, 1-1 for Acuna. Perez kicks and fires. Little chin music, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch to Acuna. That is hit back foul. Acuna with a haircut this year. You can set your watch to that hair. Which does remind me, it is daylight savings tonight. So remember, spring back and fall forward. It'll be 2 hours late. And that, oh, they did not call that a strike. Break for Acuna, full count. That might have been a little inside. We do not have the laser strike zone in the spring training game. And Acuna pulls that one, but right at the third baseman, who's going to throw him out at first. Absolutely smashed it, though. Two away. Check it, that's the first out of the third. Here in the Treasure Hunt studios today on a beautiful late winter day. Upstairs, and that is going to be 1-0. Yeah, is this Ozzy, I believe? Batter calls for time.
You should use this as a hat while doing it.
Okay, yeah. That's,
you'd be like, what?
That might work. Zany enough. Two and 0 to Ozzy. High strike, 2-1. It's the Bone Crusher Show Game of the Week. And the 2-1 to Ozzy. It's a very quick delivery from Perez. Fouled back, 2-2. Our scoreboard finally updated. It's a red letter day. Yeah, JetBlue, I didn't know they were still around. Your discount no frills airliner. Time is called just as Perez was in his windup. So Ozzy's going to take a few laps. Looks like they may have lost power to one of the scoreboard signs, but they will play on. Here comes the 2-2 to Ozzy. He's going to chop that one right at the shortstop. Out number 2. No problem for Hernandez. We're at 450 subscribers. We got a little bump from the Sports Fury a couple weeks ago, and they gave us a shout out. So welcome aboard Fury Nation as Dansby Swanson Steps in the box, rips it, and strike one. He batted .274 last year with 10 home runs, 35 RBIs in only 60 games. Inside 1-1, looking for Dansby to be a solid everyday player for us this year. He's batting a little higher in the lineup. And takes that strike. On the outside corner, 1-2. Well, I think the test has gone pretty well, so we're happy with that. Hopefully we'll be around here long enough to see the Braves score. One-two to Dansby. Just got a piece of that. No action in the dugout here on the Bone Crusher show. Where is the crew? One-two pitch to Dansby. Just inside. Going to be some lunchtime soon. Let's see what producer Beth would like to eat today. Oh, what are y'all doing? All right. Height unknown, weight unknown, parts unknown, the Bone Crusher Show. Sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Thanks for being here. I did step away for a moment, but we are in a break as the Sox are up 1-0, and we'll be back in action in just a moment. I was out conversing with producer Beth, see what we're going to do for lunch today. She says she's going to cook something. So I will not be making a turkey bacon sandwich. All right, we'll be back to JetBlue Park in just a moment for the Boston Red Sox Braves spring training game. What's up, Claw? I think the cat's hungry. What are you doing? Man, bottom of the third, we're coming back. So that means the Sox will be batting. As they're showing us some boaters patrolling around at JetBlue Park. Anderson pitching for the Braves. I had more viewers when I just walked away. Back, I was like, oh, I don't want to watch this shit. Go the other way on Anderson, and that's going to be lifted off the wall. Going to be a double. Slides in safely. Who is that Rastafarian running the bases for Boston? He's got a lot of gold, and he's got some serious dreads. He must make $1 million. Just stayed in the park, man. Or did it? I don't know. Was that a home run? We'll see if they change the call there, but looks like a sliding double. And yeah, it's going to be a double. Let's feed the cats. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to buy some more cat food today. Cats, I don't even know where your food is. The pitch. Say strike right down the pipe, 0-2. I'm looking for the food claw. Oh, here it is. And for you, and come for you. Well, I walked down to the beach before the game started, and we got a few tourists on the beach. Smells like coconut oil and suntan lotion. Producer Beth, all right, are you talking to me, motherfucker? Ah. Sound of a tall boy of Pepsi. All right, maybe we'll do one more inning after this. Do a good, get to the fourth. Got my Pepsi from the gas station next door. It's only like $5 a can there. They have the most outrageous prices for shit. You gotta be careful. There's like 3 items in the whole store that's reasonably priced. There's like the generic potato chips, moon pies, and the Pepsi's actually only like $1.50 for them. That's cheap. In the dirt, 2-2. All right, let's focus in on a little baseball. Boston does have a runner at third now with nobody out. The 2-2 pitch from Anderson. Kicks and fires upstairs. Full count. I don't mention the name for all the players. That's because there's a lot of nobodies in this spring training game. Three-two, chop foul. Now the Braves season scheduled to kick off with about a 33% attendance allowance. But man, those vaccines are on the way. I think before the end of the season, that's going to be a lot higher percentage that they're going to open up. If things go smoothly. Give us a shout out in the dugout. All right, Anderson takes the sign. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 in the dirt. Runners on the corners now. And we see a little buffering going on. So let's check on that. Connection looks solid. So I don't know why there'd be any buffering. We've just upgraded ATT fiber. All right. And welcome back. Nobody out, first and third for Boston. Anderson pitching for the Braves, pitch count up to 50. Scores 1-0. Sox outside 1-0. In a jam now. Let's see what Anderson's got as he faces Verdugo, Alex Verdugo. He had some good stats last year. The pitch, a little low, 2-0. So Anderson having some trouble finding his zone, which would be the strike zone. And welcome aboard. Mexican for a go. Lovekin is up in the house. Yo, I'm here. And there's a sac fly to the left, 2-0 Boston. Welcome aboard, Mexican for a go. Lovekin. Our first chat of our first reaction of the new season. Glad it came from you, sir. And we got 3 in the house, so welcome aboard. Beautiful day here in Panama City Beach, Florida. And it looks like a very nice day at JetBlue Park where the game is going down. Yep, JetBlue, the airline that crashed in the Everglades. An NFL player died in that crash. I didn't think JetBlue was still around. If you're just joining us, I'll get you up to speed. We are in the bottom of the third. Boston up 2-0. 1 out and a runner on first for the Sox. Anderson pitching, getting rocked a bit, in trouble, and that is hit hard and down the third base line. That's going to roll into the corner. A run will score. 3-0 Sox. And the ball gets away from the catcher. Runner advances to third. Spring training at its finest. What have you been up to in the off season, Mexican for Golovkin? Crush and bruise and crush and puss. I don't know who's playing catcher today. Is that, I don't think that's Darno. An Olay style catch attempt. Gets past him, goes the backstop. So still just one out. Runner on third. Swing and a miss. And we are running the dual cameras. It's really the same shot with a slightly different angle. But just some new gear we're testing out. Swing and a miss there. Nice change up from Anderson. So definitely want to stick around for the top of the fourth, get a look at some of the Braves batters. For me, this is definitely a first look. I didn't get to see it in the other spring training games, or more than a few highlights anyway. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, fastball. And Anderson and everybody starts to leave, but the scoreboard says 2 outs. So the scoreboard is wrong. Yep, scoreboard is wrong. That a bit of confusion. They're still not going to break, but the teams are definitely headed to the dugout. So we'll go to the top of the fourth. Hey, spring training, even the guys running the graphics back in the TV booth could make some mistakes there. They're not really tuned into the same way they would be during the game. They're probably, like us here today, we're looking at some other things. Connection to server timed out. Let me see if I missed any chats there. I got 1 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Heck, I'll give myself a thumbs up. Because we got 1 watching now, and that 1 is me. We are in a break, so why don't we just go to break? I don't know what the hell's wrong with that screen. All right. Welcome back to JetBlue Park. Atlanta batting. And that is outside ball 2. Nobody out, nobody on. And we're getting a look at Jake Lamb, who played in 31 games last season, batted 193 with 3 home runs. Jake Lamb batting for the Braves. He takes a strike, 2-1. Here's the pitch. He pulls that one, chops it. It's going to be a dribbler. He'll be thrown out at first. I'm going to have to start listening and watching like Sports Center, stuff like that, so I can learn how to pronounce a lot of these names. Or I'll have to go watch the game and hear how the other announcers pronounce some of these names. Very diverse team for the Sox and the Braves as well. Gotta love that. Perez still pitching for Boston. There's a changeup that's going to drop in there. 0-1 to Abraham Almonte, playing left field for the Braves. He played in 7 games last season. Abraham takes a ball, 1-1. Takes a high strike, 2-1. And I'm thinking of putting my Pepsi in the fridge to keep it cold and delicious. And Abraham lifts that one, but foul. Almonte. 2-2. It's okay. He's got some pop. It's just and that was a little down on towards the hands a bit. So even though it was foul, good strength. Inside, full count to Abraham Almonte. And that little boy's name was Abraham Almonte. And now you know the rest of the story. Three-two pitch. Nope. We're going to have time. Time is called. They've got about one person per row at JetBlue Park, and caught looking. Another strikeout for Perez. That's like 4 or 5 or so he has. And do miss the laser strike zone. So I can't say with definity what that pitch was, but it was called a strike. And, Perez was starting to, either he knew it was a strike and went ahead and hauled ass, or he thought it was a ball. Because he had that, I just got walked spring in his step. And the next Braves batter is going to, see who that was. First pitch hits it right to the shortstop who throws him out. I didn't even see who that was. So 3 outs there in the top of the 4th. Nothing doing for the Bravos. Play-by-play reaction sponsored by the official store of the Bone Crusher Show, treasurehunt.ga. Back at JetBlue Park here, the famous airline, No Frills Discount Airline. I thought they were out of business. They had that horrible crash many years ago into the Florida Everglades. I thought they just kind of fizzled out, but still making regional flights. Anderson's still pitching for the Braves, and that is going to be just low, 1-0, and we're underway here in the bottom of the fourth. Hunter Renfroe batting. He hit a $156 last season. Swing and a miss at the high heater, 1-1. But back in the second inning, Renfroe did leave the yard. He had a solo. We got 3 in the house. Welcome aboard. Glad to have everyone here for the spring training game. As Renfroe takes the ball there, 1-2. Sox, Braves. Pitch count at 61 for Anderson. The 1-2 change up upstairs. That did not break. Hanging, but out of the zone, 2-2. Let us know where you're at. Where are you watching today here for our game of the week? Swing and a miss for the K. 1 out. So Anderson trying to find some rhythm and some consistency here, still in the fourth, and he got beat up a bit last inning. So, spring training, we're not seeing players, in peak condition yet. And that's going to be it for Anderson. He's all smiles, even though he got beat up a little bit there. So it's time for the Jitterbug wireless call to the bullpen. Jitterbug, the cell phone for old ass folks. We'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, Bone Crusher Show. Braves, Sox, game of the week, spring training at JetBlue Park on a beautiful late winter day. And the new pitcher is going to be Jacob Webb. He had 8 games last season. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th. And the first pitch is a ball from Webb. Marwin Gonzalez, the left fielder, batting for the Sox. He hit .211 last season. Fouls that one back. 1-1 is the count. We already saw our good friend Mexican for Golovkin stop by earlier. Haven't talked to him since last season, so glad to see him. And welcome back all our old regulars and our new friends as well. The 1-1 pitch. Foul back again. 1-2. Heater from Webb. Couldn't catch it. Four in the house. Welcome aboard, everyone, to our game of the week. We will be bringing you a lot of Braves this year. This is a Braves house. So if you follow the Braves, make sure you subscribe. And here comes the 1-2 from Webb. Kicks and fires. That changeup got crushed, but he got under it a little bit, so that's going to be a shaggable fly ball. That was a mistake pitch, and the batter is cursing himself for not doing more with that. That was a hanging, breaking ball. Batter almost throws the bat down in disgust. Gonzalez at the last second decides to hang on to that, put it in his pocket, and head to the dugout. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Crush the like, smash the sub. Outside, 1-0 from Webb. Christian Vasquez, the catcher, batting now for the Sox. He hit .283 last season with 7 ding-dongs. The 1-0. It's in there for a strike. Good fastball. By the way, we do want to give a shout out to the handsome terrorist, Nick Markakis, who retired after 15 years. We sure did enjoy having him in a Braves uniform. All right. Webb finally agrees on the pitch, and it's going to be fouled off. 1-2. Another fastball. It is 3-0 Boston. Here in the bottom of the 4th. And for the next game, I will maybe shave. That's because gets under that one, but that's going to go foul as he golfs that one in left field. Speaking of golf, Tiger Woods, is he ever going to be able to come back? I mean, they put a rod in his leg, I understand. Will Tiger Woods, ever play in a serious professional golf tournament again? And Vasquez pops that one up to shallow center. They have to decide who's going to get that, and Acuna takes it for out number 3. All right. After 4, the Boston Red Sox up 3-0, and we're going to get another look at the Braves lineup. We're going to keep it here a little bit longer. So hang tight, top of the 5th, and the Atlanta Braves coming to bat on the Bone Crusher Show, sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. We got some sports swag for you. Check out the links in the description for more info, brah. Austin Bryce. Austin Bryce will be the new pitcher for the Boston Red Sox as we go to the top of the 5th. Braves trailing 3-0 at JetBlue Park. Spring training game, our game of the week here on the Bone Crusher Show. It'd be helpful if I put the microphone where it belongs. Okay, is this Camargo? Who is this batting for the Braves here? The pitch, swing and a miss at the high heater. No, that is William Contreras batting. He is one of our minor league prospects. He played in A and AA last year, so he's probably very excited to be in the spring training game. And let's see what he can do. He holds on that inside slider, 1-1. Connor Wong, a new pitcher for Boston. Yeah, you don't see a lot of Wongs in one of our Asian imports here. Playing catcher. 2-1 count to Contreras. Bryce takes a sign, the pitch, sidearmed that one just outside, 3-1. So good hitters count, chance for the Braves to get on base and see if we can get something going here in the top of the 5th. Low attendance, full count, by the way, foul back. Low attendance, and it looks like most of the fans do have masks on. And we'll open up the season, I believe, with about a 33% attendance. They're going to open it up for about a third. The pitch to Contreras, outside, ball 4. You know, he might be a AA player, but he's got some bling on, so you know he got a fat contract. Yeah, but you better hang on to that money because if you don't develop, you're not going to get another $1 million signing bonus ever. Yeah, you don't want to see such a young player, someone in the minor leagues, spending all their money. They get a nice signing bonus when they're drafted. Yeah, you're gonna spend all that money on some bling. Yeah, I didn't see his contract. It was, what do they give him when they signed him? Because minor league players generally don't make a lot. If you're a good draft pick, you'll get a good sign. You'll get a good payday then. That's a strike, 1-1 from Bryce. So the Braves got a runner on first, nobody out, top of the fifth, down by 3. We're seeing some more of the Braves' younger talents here, getting a shot during the spring training game. Oh, it looks like producer Beth is serving up some lunch here at the Bone Crusher Central. Well, if you've watched the show before, we do talk about food a good bit. You might remember my 7-day Sloppy Joe binge last year. Here comes the 1-2 from Bryce. That is hit straight up. And the first baseman is going to try to get under that. Everyone's converging, and it falls to the ground as the catcher, the shortstop, and the first baseman all standing together in foul territory. No one could get that. Just too many cooks in the kitchen. I don't know. They probably should just let the first baseman take that. Instead, the first baseman called everyone off, let the catcher take over, and couldn't make a play. So that is a foul ball, 1-2. I don't even know who this guy is batting for the Braves. Who is that guy? And that hits that guy. That is Adrianza. Adrianza gets hit and will be at first, so runners first and second. Ooh, right on the side of the ankle there. Nobody out, 2 on. Braves got something cooking now. Speaking of something cooking, it is lunchtime on the Bone Crusher Show. Shows bunt. Great bunt, great bunt. And they just get him at first. Moves the runners over. Whoa, whoa. Second and third, 1 out, 2 on, down by 3. Top of the fifth. Braves at bat. Popped foul. Just in the kitchen, making myself a little lunch. Got some pork and mirliton. Some fresh steamed rice. And Bryce is going to sidearm that one to the shortstop, who will throw the batter out at first, but a run does finally score for the Braves. Contreras comes home 3-1. Popped foul. Ozzy pulls that one foul, 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. Inside, 2-2 to Ozzy. Ozzy strikes out, and that will end the Braves rally. Atlanta picks up 1. All right, guys, thanks for joining us on this spring training rehearsal broadcast. I think it went pretty smoothly. Thanks to Mexican for Golovkin for stopping by and welcoming us back. And look forward to seeing everyone else for the next game. We're going to go ahead and call it a day here on the Bone Crusher Show. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. And remember, you can't get lip cancer on your penis.